Hi everyone, uh, welcome to this People Management Masterclass, and we'll be running a series of these masterclasses to engage and speak to people about human management and people management issues. And I would request you to listen to the end to understand certain of the factors that we would be talking about and which would gradually open up. Do watch out this space and also write to us in the comments if you want certain areas covered. We'll surely cover it. So today we are here to discuss about engagement, and one of the biggest preconceived notions about engagement, or one of, I would say, the mistakes, is that we often consider satisfaction as an engagement. Now, why satisfaction is not engagement, though it could be, of course, but why in general satisfaction is not engagement, is primarily because if an employee is satisfied, they are putting in the required amount of work. So if I come to work every day and I'm doing whatever is expected of me, for that I don't need a separate engagement survey. When do I need engagement surveys? When I see that the overall performance is dipping. And why would performance dip? So here comes the question, that which means that people are not putting in the amount of work they would need to do because of either the lack of satisfaction, or that there is satisfaction but there is no discretionary effort being put in. Now consider, if you own the business, what are you looking at? You are finally looking at profitability. And where do you get your profitability from? You get it when people put in discretionary efforts to ensure that the product or the services are successful, they are widely accepted in the market, and people are subscribing to it, and hence there is higher revenues. Now, if I just have to put in more people to sell or make people purchase the products, then I do not need to actually measure engagement. I need to measure engagement in the first place because I want to find out what is it that will make people put discretionary efforts at the workplace. Now that we have understood that it is a factor of people putting in discretionary effort, which means even if I am not happy, I would still put in discretionary effort because my causes are met or my needs are satisfied, brings us to the point of understanding the needs. Because an engagement survey will tell you how satisfied or dissatisfied the employees are. It will not exactly tell you the causes or the reasons for disengagement. So what we do typically is we undertake what we call as a needs survey. Now, why is a needs survey? As human beings, we have two kinds of needs. One are material needs, which is that I could need a better office, I could need a better chair, I need a better cubicle, I need a better system to deliver my everyday work. The second part of it are psychological needs. Now, while the material needs are typically taken care of because they come up in everyday interactions at work, and even the reporting manager comes to know, or the business HR comes to know about the absence or the need of a certain material resource, and based on policy they would either offer it or they would justify why they are unable to offer it. But the psychological needs are rarely measured, and then companies go in a whirlwind circle trying to figure out how to improve performance. Now you will be able to now appreciate and understand that how engagement is actually linked to improving performance. So which means if the psychological needs are met and my material needs are anyway met, then I would actually deliver better performance. I would have no reason to not deliver performance. Psychological needs. Psychological needs can be grouped under, again, two broad factors. One are group aspirations, which means as a social group, as a society, as a cultural aspiration, as a fellow human being, I would be empathetic to certain of the needs expressed by my fellow colleagues, to which I would also stamp of approval. So the group aspirations are typically where you could see a herd mentality coming out, people voting more for group aspirations. The other are the individual needs, which means as an individual, I want to perform better, I want to do better, and hence I would need these factors. So how do group aspirations and individual needs differ? Group aspirations are to be typically seen as hygiene factors. It is like if 10 people, if you're a team of say 12 to 15 people, and 10 people from that group are talking about the need for something, it becomes what we call in HR parlance as the hygiene factors. So which means this has to be implemented and these have to be provided. These psychological drivers have to be provided workplace and the workforce. However, the individual needs are what can be used for your R&R program, your rewards and recognition program. So what you can do is understand the needs and then develop them to as part of your processes and policies, to deliver them either as hygiene factors so that they become part of policies and process, or if there are more of individual needs, then deliver them as part of rewards and recognition program. How do we do it? Of course, I do not want to make this video very long, so which is why we will take forward that subject in the upcoming segment, and which is why I did mention to you that please keep in tab this space. So understand that there are two different set of needs. One are the group aspirations and one are the individual aspirations. Group aspirations are more as hygiene factors and individual aspirations can be converted more into rewards and recognitions to deliver better performance. Now, there could be a question that I already have a set of value propositions for the organization. So say for example, my value propositions are respect, trust, ownership, transparency. And what happens if the psychological needs are different, like collaboration or learning or teamwork or creativity? Now, all of your core values in the organization could be mapped to these. So how, if someone is saying collaboration, can collaboration be linked to trust? Absolutely, it can be, right? Similarly, you can also link collaboration to transparency, saying that in the process of collaboration, we are going to address it through the mode of transparency, which means all collaboration efforts will also have to be pretty transparent in the way they are expressed and the way they are processed through, and which is where your policy and process functions come into play. I look forward to listening to your comments, hearing back from you, taking your feedback, and also I expect you to join back in the next class. If you found this useful, do give us a thumbs up and visit us at Pexitics Services. We would be very keen to work with you. We already work with both national and international clients in various spaces of talent management and people practices, in the sense that we have assessments which could be used for both pre-hiring, post-hiring, for performance management, talent management. We have these surveys, so we have engagement and need survey, we have the 360-degree survey, and our 360-degree is pretty different, which also we will talk about in one of the future sessions. And also we do analytics and consulting in the human resource engagement and talent space. So I look forward to seeing you back again for the next session. I hope you like them and do share them with your other colleagues in the human resource space, or even in people management space or other spaces if they are very keen about understanding humans. Thank you so much for your time and have a nice day.